Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back. Queen Osset here, and today I'm hoping to do a quick video of a brand new oracle deck that has come out, and it's related to that celestial being that I'm working with over the past month, and it is called Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is a deck that's put out by Rockpool Publishing, and I think they may have gotten the message to shrink down the size of their oracle boxes. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with Rockpool. This deck is for quality. I guess you could say it's um, in alignment with what Hay House puts out. It's a cardboard box, sturdy. You have the metallic lettering on the front, and it's put out by one of our favorite creators, Stacey Demarco. I want to say that Stacey Demarco created Earth Magic and Sirens. God's got, those decks. Look up Stacey Demarco. This person has done a lot of decks. Anyway, as I said, I want to do this real quick because I'm at work. You see all the crap behind me? Yeah, I'm in the storeroom again. Anyway, this Queen of the Moon Oracle. It says on the back, humans have always connected to the mystical power of the moon and the energy of the seasons. This beautifully illustrated Queen of the Moon Oracle allows you, the modern seeker, to plug into these most primal energies of all. And it features a full moon cycle of lunar images, each gorgeously rendered and able to be used as stunning circular altar displays. Experience the seasonal moons. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm moaning. I'm coming down with something right now. Experience the seasonal moons and the power they can provide. Learn which moons are best timings for ritual and spellcraft and for making talismans for prosperity, love, health, and more. And it says here, Stacey Demarco, the modern witch, is the author of the annual Lunar and Seasonal Diary, the perfect companion to this card deck. Artwork is by Kinga Britschgi, and it includes 44 cards and a guidebook. I'm going to see if I can pause this to grab that lunar calendar that is referenced here. This is the Lunar Diary that was mentioned on the bottom of the box here. And as a matter of fact, I have this to work with for 2019 because it seems to be, let's see, I'm going to do a review on this. She has spell casting, equinox times, so many different things, moon and our bodies, and this seems to be the biggest complaint for most of us who use these diaries, not enough space. This might actually fulfill that. I'm going to come back and do a review of this a little bit later. Ooh, Midsummer Magic Bath has recipes in there. Anyway, let's get to this oracle deck. So, of course, it's a two-part box with the thumb holes, all of that. Those things matter to you. 44 cards. And, of course, we have a little guidebook here. And it's in one language. And the cards in here are in color. Okay. Oracle deck is dedicated to Bev and Ted. You have a preface, introduction, how to use the cards, and then the cards are listed here numerically along with the page numbers, about the author, about the illustrator. She talks a little about the moon and connecting to that. Introduction, what is it about the moon that makes it so special? And then she gives you properties of each moon cycle. Full moon has full energy, often a time when people find it hard to sleep or sleep extra deeply. Waning moon. The moon is growing smaller in the sky. After the full moon, energy is reducing. Good time to set intentions with the purpose of getting rid of something that no longer serves you. New or dark moon. Waxing moon. Okay. She says here many shamans chose the full moon for journeying, and it is said that the Amazons ran wildly to exhaustion during full moons in order to cleanse and purge their spirits. Modern witches use the full moon as their Sabbath time, and certainly many do prophetic dream work during both this phase and that of the dark moon. Let's see. She says she creates the deck, and it's based on a 27.3 sidereal cycle, the time it takes for the moon to complete one orbit around the Earth. And she says, I rounded it up as many witches do in their practices. However, some readers may be aware of the 29.5-day synodic month, which is the time it takes for our moon to complete one cycle of phases from its starting point. That is new moon to new moon, counting the second new moon. Wow. And of course, in astronomy, there are 8 key phases: new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, and waning crescent. In most witchcraft traditions, the lunar cycle begins on the dark moon, the void, which is why this deck is created the same way. And of course, how to use the cards. You have a spread. She has a couple of spreads in here as well. We have, of course, one card. Let's see. Pay attention to those cards and take action if it's indicated. She's talking about jumpers. Third, notice that there are 3 kinds of cards in the deck. You have your lunar cycle cards, your seasonal lunar cards, and other lunar related cards. And then, of course, you can do 1 card divination, full moon 3 card draw, 4 element spread, a traditional 7 card spread, and then you can do a full lunar cycle spread and a seasonal spread. Wow, she's got a lot here. Full lunar cycle. There's your 7 card spread. Your 4 elements and your 3 card spread. So let's just take a quick look through the cards. Now I do like, she goes through here and she says there's a way to dedicate your deck, which is really cool. And throw some salt upon the pack and say, I cleanse, I renew, I protect. Light a golden candle and say, I ask that the universal power of the moon, the earth, and the seasons bless me and these cards. These honor you, I honor you. I ask for guidance and truth, awakening and clarity, and the strength and courage to make changes should I need to. Pass the pack through a smoke of herbs, saying, I dedicate these cards to my and the greater good. May only good enter here, and so it is. I wouldn't say and so it is, I say Ashe. And if you like, you can make your first divination knowing the higher energies have heard your dedication and will respond in kind. So, in the guidebook, the cards look like this, and they are actually in color. So that's kind of nice. I don't know, how much was this deck? I think this deck was about $18, $20, something like that. Okay, so 2-part box. Ooh, look at the back of these. Wow, the moon cycle. So, as I've been working on this lunar experiment, I have acquired a lot of moon decks, and I've noticed that aesthetics are important. I like the back of this deck. I might have to do a comparison, as I say, when I get home. Okay, so, they're not gilded. Maybe I'll edge them. The first card is the void, and it's the dark moon. Can you see that? I'm going to try to avoid the glare. The new moon. Waxing crescent, realization. That's a keyhole. Waxing crescent 2 is acceptance. Waxing crescent 3, growth. Look at that. Waxing crescent 4, self-love. And waxing crescent 5, nourishment. Waxing crescent 6. Okay, we get to the path here. There's a mirror, there's a ladder. Time to move forward towards the first quarter moon, where we are assessing. I have to tell you, I'm loving the look of these cards. Waxing gibbous, we have discernment. Fear. That was waxing gibbous 2. Waxing gibbous 3. So I'm going to say I think maybe all phases are in 6 parts. That was boundaries. She's in a bubble. Waxing gibbous 4. Will. Waxing gibbous 5. Focus. Maybe I should try this with my left hand. Okay. Waxing gibbous 6 is action. Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah. And then we get to the full moon, power. Waning gibbous, self-reflection. Waning gibbous 2, pleasure. Waning gibbous 3, balance. Waning gibbous 4, beauty. Waning gibbous 5, resilience. This reminds me of the Ten of Wands. Almost there. Almost there. She's come such a long way up that path. You know, it's when the moon is waning. It's when you feel like you just want to chuck everything and give up, you know. Maybe what you are manifesting or you have been focusing on or what you wanted is not coming to pass just yet. Waning gibbous 6, wisdom. Then you have the last quarter moon, gratitude. Oh, waning crescent 1, protection. Look at that. There we go. Waning crescent 2. Resistance. Surrender. Release. Waning crescent 5, peace. Oh, now we have the types of moons, I think. Wolf moon. I know someone who would love this card. This should be a large poster. Snow moon. Purity. What was that wolf moon? Hunger. Purity. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Worm moon. Oh my, my, my. Look at that. Oh. Faith. Oh. How about this one? Trust. Flower moon, blossoming. Hot moon. Okay. Extremes. Is that right? Thunder moon. Changes. Yeah. Pushing away, breaking apart. Green corn moon. Patience. Harvest moon. Fruition. Hunter moon. Abundance. Beaver moon. Creation. Long night moon. Darkness. Queen of the moon. Sovereignty. Then we have the lunar god, the masculine. That's interesting. I'm going to take a look at that. Of course, blue moon, the unexpected. And then the supermoon, attraction. I am curious about this lunar god. Excuse me. I'm coming down with something which is not good. Card number 42. Let me see what it says here. It is time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to firmly or formally learn more, enroll in a course, or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. Wow, that's interesting. While lunar gods are rare, usually their realms are the solar. They are conspicuous when they appear. The Australian Aboriginal deity of the Wanara tribal area encourages us to observe the laws of the land and to appreciate the beauty around us. Baume is depicted with having big eyes and no mouth, teaching us that sometimes beauty does not need to be spoken about. Just witness with the eyes of our head and of our heart. The Norse god Mani, the moon himself, teaches us to be wise and about the passage of time. The Mesopotamian Sin shows us how to ask about the future and how important it is to protect the weak. There are many more. The traditional positive attributes of the masculine, such as strength, physical vitality, power of will, shielding, and protection of the weak, are important for anyone to adopt, no matter their gender or orientation. Should you pull this card, it is asking you to step up your own power, your uniqueness, and offer your guidance to those who may need it. And then there's a companion stone, or metal, which is black opal. That's kind of appropriate today, considering, I don't know if many of you remember this, I pulled out this shirt because it's a little chilly today. And yes, the shirt has been laundered, but it was in my drawer, and I wanted to put on something to match my trousers, and the pin was still on it. And I was just telling someone that this pin lets anyone know that when you are around me, that you're in safe space, that I will do whatever I need to do to make sure that you are safe, that I am not one of those that will just stand by and allow things to happen. So that is like my badge. Anyway, let's pull a card and see what this oracle has to say for us during this waning moon time. We're getting ready to have a new moon in Libra, but right now over the weekend, let's see, today, Friday, moving in tomorrow, we're moving from Leo into Virgo. There's a lot of shifts happening, I think maybe over the past couple of days. Even though the moon was waning, you probably noticed a bit more activity, and now we just want to go ahead and settle down. And maybe that's the reason why I'm getting this cold, because I've just been on the go and busy, busy, busy. So I'm going to, this is a smaller deck than I'm used to with Rockpool. You know, Rockpool has those large cards. Let's see. I'm going to pause again and grab a deck. I'm back. This is a typical Rockpool box, you know, in comparison. I mean, it's a regular oracle size box for a change. And this is a typical card from Rockpool. And this is the card now of the Moon Oracle. I mean, this is a little bit smaller, but you know, that makes a difference, I guess, for shuffling. Doesn't matter. I love Rockpool. I love the quality of their decks. I love what they do. It's just that sometimes I wish that they did a bit more research before they put things out to the masses. But I guess everyone cannot be perfect. I want to hate Rockpool. I do, because of their disdain and the egregious error that was committed by one of their authors. But what are you going to do? I will keep talking about it. That's my personal yoke. You know, my word for the year is advocate. And again, I want people to feel safe. It's just unfortunate that sometimes, even when we are in the room, we are ignored. You know, things go right over our heads, and you would ask or go to another source that has no idea, no clue whatsoever. You know. But that is another video for another time. So I'm going to give this a good shuffle. Let's see, we have a message for you guys. This waning moon. Let's see. I don't want to shake the table, but I'm shuffling. Oh, I got a jumper. Okay. This is a big jumper too. Last quarter moon. What's this? Gratitude. And yes, I am grateful for all of you, you know, for sticking with me and coming by and leaving your comments. Let's see what this card has to say. It's card number 23. Okay. Let's see. Hold it like that. Okay. Be where you are and be thankful. There's always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises a lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. And it has like a line of affirmation here. I joyfully turn my attention to what I'm grateful for. As we enter the last quarter moon on the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release, to let go of what we no longer need. It behooves us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative. This attention paying and focus allows us to wisely discern and be grateful for all of it. Yes, all of it. Because the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now, is already happened, and we can take wisdom from this. However, now it's going, and what you have left is the good stuff. And frankly, most of it is going to be great. Taking some time out on this moon to list a few things you feel grateful for will raise your vibrations and banish any resistance you have to ditching old, outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story you may have started to believe of everything going wrong, or that life does terrible things to you. Gratitude is a balancer. In fact, it normally tips the scales to the positive. And a companion stone or metal is ocean jasper. And I needed to hear this message today. I had car issues, car trouble, and there really is nothing worse than heading out to work and your car not starting. But what makes it even worse is when you talk to the mechanic and they say, oh, it's going to be several $100s for something, in my mind, that is inconsequential. Now, I do understand people should get paid for, their labor and all of that, okay? But I had gone to a different mechanic, and I think they messed something up. And lo and behold, they did. I took it to another mechanic. This is why I paid AAA. And I went to a AAA mechanic, and the guy quoted me one price last night, another price this morning, and I was just beside myself. And I asked him, you better look again. Now, one of the things I know, those of you who drive cars, you need to learn some auto mechanic speak. Voltage, alternator, charging a battery, that battery is dead, okay? Your car runs off the battery and the alternator simultaneously. Just learn some of the verbiage so that when they throw something at you to say, oh, we did this, that, and the third, you can say, well, did you do a load test on the battery? Everything gets quiet. They're like, oh, you know about a load test? This person knows something. Maybe I better go back in and check everything. So that's what I'm saying. So a couple of hours ago, I got another phone call, and everything has been taken care of, and my bill is half of what I was originally quoted. So I am really, really grateful for that. So guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Come back soon. I'll be here. Bye-bye.